Primary power systems. Please wait. Primary systems rerouted. Clear to proceed.
Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today we have some interesting fights I pulled from Arena Commander in patch 317 and 318. Most of these fights were interesting situations I'd ran into, whether it's dealing with multiple bogeys or fighting from behind with a significantly damaged ship. Thinking my thought process, my reaction to, and strategy can benefit you guys at learning to dogfight at a high level. Let me just mention before we get underway, if you've got any questions, just let me know in the comments and I'll read them. Okay, let's get to it. And our first fight of the day is Stealth Storm. We're ambushing here, he hasn't acquired us, so we want to build a lead as quickly and as aggressively as possible. We've got his shields down before the fight's even started, that's great. He's acquired me now. So I am just tumbling or corkscrewing, some passive evasion, I don't need to overthink it, I'm still offensively minded. Again, another barrel. A third barrel. I'm strictly just thinking offense here, the rolls aren't important to me. Now looking at the head tracking, his ship is significantly damaged on the roof, so that's the angle I want to push. I want to get over his shoulder. And there I go. Now I'm going to swap to lag pip here because I want to isolate the roof. And I managed to do so. Good fight, dude. Alright, my next target's Mole Snow. I've won the first 2 passes. I've tagged him to avoid a shield regen at the distance, that's good. I'm up 70% shields here, so I'm not going to overcomplicate the fight, I'm going to keep it simple. I've got a lead, I'm going to hold on to it. On radar, I've got a third party, another bogey, so we want to close this out. To close this out, I'm going to keep things simple. I'm not going to get evasive and prolong the fight. I'm going to actually sit there stationary and just get it done. And I managed to do so just before the third party comes in. My resource pool's looking pretty good here. That pass was pretty even, he's quite the opponent. We hit each other's hull same time, that's good. Almost a collision there. I level off quicker than him then. And he levels off just as fast as me here. Which means he knows what he's doing. I'm happy with these trades. I'm happier with that trade. I felt like I got a lot of good damage there. I beat him to level off there. Which gave me 115 damage. He's red hull. I just need to stay on top of this. I've just hit red hull, but I'm still in the lead. Purely aim, finish it off. Good fight. Picking a kill opportunity here, and we're going to pick Illuminati. And he has picked us. I'm coupled here, just experimenting. I like the knife fight with it for good practice. I'm winning the shield advantage, but only slightly. Force a deadlock here. Keeping eyes on him with head tracking, and we level at the same time. Get a really good pass there. Holding a deadlock. I get out of the deadlock quicker than him, and I'm guns on sooner. Red nose, flying coupled's cost me. It's a lot closer than I would like it to be. I managed to finish it off, but we've got an uninvited guest, third party. I drop panic flare here, 12 flares. It's a binding that really people should utilize more. Just creates a bit of chaos, bit of distraction. I'm resetting my shields here, and I'm very red. One shot to my ship and I'm possibly dead, so let's just see how it unfolds. I feel like I'm having a good time tracking him. My shield's in a great place and I'm out positioning him, so I'm happy to keep the fight going. I am holding on to my boost here because he's not hitting shots on me, so I shouldn't spend the boost. Save it for when he starts getting his guns on. Purely offense right now. Starting to see that he's leveling off and he's starting to get his guns on. Now I start to spend the boost. Pushing angles on him, trying to get out of his guns. Get behind him. We level off at the same time, but my shield advantage from earlier pays off. Good fight, dude. An ult I don't recognize. Usually got to be suspicious of these ones, just because you just don't know where their skill level's at. I'm out positioning him here and he's struggling. He feels the pressure. I'm getting in a deadlock while I recuperate my guns. I'm forcing the deadlock again now that my guns are dry. And I'm getting third partied. I need to simplify this fight and finish it or get out. I decide to simplify and just wrap it up. Okay, the opponent's on me. My shields are gone. I have next to no boost. And I am taking hull damage, but we're managing to balance the fight back into our favor. I'm red hull here, but I'm confident in how the fight's going. I'm going to stick around. Bad tracking here. This is uncomfortable with the Gladius and my settings. Severely red here. Just going to try and aim this one through. If I get close, I'm dead. So we'll just keep at this mid-range. Managed to get under his belly and away from his guns when he pushed. And he pays the price. Good fight, dude. Next map, Dying Star. Next opponent, Grand Phenom. I feel like he wins the first pass there. My shields are low. He's a fool. I need to get it together. I don't want to push too close and reward him for the progress he's made, so I'm keeping it mid-range, trying to grind down the shields. He misses some timing here, and I managed to recover some shields. I never let him recover, so we're getting a good lead. Now I want to start closing the distance slightly. Alright, I feel like I've gained another maybe 20% of progress. I'm starting to push forward some more. Another small amount of progress, we're looking good. The aim could use work, but we're alright. He's significantly damaged the hull, I can see on the MFD, so now I'm getting really aggressive. And it pays off. Good fight, close one. Okay, so scanning the targets, fullback's engaged. Default wants me, he's got me targeted, so we have to fight this out. Recovering a little bit of shield before the fight starts, and we're off. Waiting for his first move, and he starts shooting. I'm trying to get out of the path of the trail of lasers, and I successfully do so. Shields look alright. We're about right even. I'm concerned here for the red nose of mine. Get some good shots there. Just keep waiting for him to shoot, then I move out of the way. And I get a considerable amount of damage to the nose there, and it pays off. If I do. Looking for some target acquisition here, see who's more vulnerable. And we pick Nidhogg. Nidhogg's completely aware that I'm shooting him, but he can keep the distance because his opponent is. He's electing not to turn around for me and go for the prize, which is fine. I've decided maybe I'm going to go for what he's hunting, the prey, and then swap to the hunter. However, he swapped targets here, so I swap back to him, deal with the bigger threat first. Shields look pretty even. He did this strategically. The swap. We're mid-range. I'd like to play closer, but Nidhogg's going to keep his distance. But ultimately it's going to cost him. We don't want to keep distance versus the arrow at all. Okay, I'm getting a good lead. Because I've got this snowball, I want to do more damage. I want to push because I've got comfort. It's very stationary here. I get some really good damage. I'm keeping the pressure on. He's got my nose red, which you get a lot for keeping distance. If you keep distance from your opponent, you'll do a lot of damage to their nose, which is a risk of pushing, but you overcome it. Good fight. Now I've trimmed this video down a lot. It was about 10 minutes of jousting, not the way I want to play, but we're hostage to it. But if you can see right there, we keep showing our backs to the light side of the moon. So here on this next pass, I've decided he's got the lead. I'm going to abuse this and make it hard for him to aim at me. I'm slamming reverse, I'm spinning the boost. I'm never giving him back the angle, and I win. Good fights, everyone. Fly safe. Or don't.
The devil is inside them.